For a while now about how dangerous new mixtures of drugs are, not only for the users, but now for the first responders. Drugs put 18 members of Pittsburgh's SWAT team in the hospital today. Their throats were burning. They said their heads were spinning. Some went numb.
And police think it was fentanyl. Of course, that's the dangerous drug that is 50 times as potent as heroin and now often used in its place without the users knowing it. First responders don't know that either, and that is a problem. Local 12's Angela Ingram is at Cincinnati Police Headquarters with the lengths departments are now going to protect their officers. Angela.
Well, Cammie, in the past, the officers could simply use a pair of gloves like these if they were on a traffic stop and they ran across a suspect who had drugs in the car, or even if they were back here at the district tagging those drugs. But now more and more these things are increasingly more dangerous, so they are using masks like these and other tools to make sure that the officers don't end up in the emergency room. When two Cincinnati officers were exposed to what was believed to be heroin, they ended up at UC Medical Center. Two probation officers were also exposed a few days later. A rise in heroin cut with fentanyl and carfentanil has prompted changes in how officers deal with drugs.
It's education. It's not only gloves, but it's double gloving. And then reversing them, disposing them properly, not in a garbage can at the scene, but you got to put them in a plastic bag, take them back to a disposable spot of the district. Then we're looking at masks. If you think of a surgical mask or a dental mask, again, to keep the powder from coming in. Recently
in Hamilton County, officers found this, 7 grams of fentanyl during a traffic stop.
It's changed some of the equipment and tools that we need.
It's a widespread problem. Newtown Police Chief Synan is also a member of the Hamilton County Heroin Coalition. His officers have changed the way they handle drugs.
If we suspect heroin, we will not process that heroin. We will take it, we'll put on protective equipment, which could be gloves. And the new trend right now is the double glove, just in case something rips on that glove. And also we have a thicker needle-resistant glove that officers can wear. So we're going to glove up first, and we're going to take that package, and we're just not going to do anything. We're not going to field test it, not going to open it.
Officers have Narcan just in case they come in contact with something and feel sick.
If they're not feeling well, or if they feel like they're starting to get symptoms of overdose, they can take that and spray it up their nose. It doesn't do any damage.
Usually officers have no way of knowing for certain what's in the drugs they find, so they're adapting to the changes.
They're going into harm's way doing all the real bad work. I'm doing the administrative stuff. Is how can I use my position to find the best way to make sure they go home at night.
And Captain Jeff Butler with the Cincinnati Police Department says they are constantly researching these issues to make sure they're up to date on the best procedures and protocols with these drugs. He says they're even looking at websites as often as possible, including the DEA's website. Reporting live tonight from Cincinnati Police Headquarters, Angela Ingram. Local 12 News, Cammie, back to you.
Scary stuff, Angela. Thank you. Chief Synan says the Hamilton County coroner identified 10 different variations of fentanyl.